You're watching EVH Gear TV, brought to you by The Music Zoo. Shop The Music Zoo, your authorized EVH Gear dealer for all your EVH gear needs. Great selection, quality service, and competitive pricing. The Music Zoo is your one-stop shop for all things EVH. Official Van Halen merchandise for EVH Gear TV is provided by VanHalenStore.com. Now, here's your host from Ontario, Canada, EVH Gear artist Eric Broadbent.
Hey everyone, welcome to EVH Gear TV for a Saturday evening, May 13th, I think it is, day before Mother's Day. Hope everyone's planning a nice Mother's Day tomorrow. A little bit of a production test this evening, just going over some of the microphones. As you can see, got all kinds of microphones all over the place. Just trying to get my bearings with the new gear. It was very nice, got a nice package in from Rode, Australia yesterday, and got the stuff out unboxed, did a live unboxing yesterday afternoon, and now I'm starting to use the gear practically here in the real world. Last night I was able to use this one here for the live broadcast. This one is the Rode NT1. I'll show you the boxes to give you a little bit of a better representation because you can't see the full microphone with the sock on it. We're going to do a little bit of jamming. Got a few people joining already. Spence is joining us, Poison Ivy, my better half, Will Dunham, Rob Ashby, and Frank C. Spence, did you get the notification this time? Because I know you had some problems sometimes getting notifications. Did it notify you that I was going live? If so, just comment down below and let me know. What I'm going to do here in a little bit, I'm using, this is, like I say, the Rode NT1 vocal microphone. Absolutely love it. I was using the Audio-Technica AT2020 XLR version, not the USB. The boy has the USB version. I loved it. I love the microphone. But when talking to Rode, they're sending me some mics, and I said, well, if you want to give me something that's going to replace the Audio-Technica 2020 that I was using, or to surpass that, whatever, be my guest. And so that's what they've done. So I'm using one here, and I love the dynamic range of the microphone. And I've also got one back there. You probably can't see it, but it's on the 5153 412 cabinet back there. So I have a matching NT1 on that one. This microphone that you're seeing here is the Rode NTG3 condenser shotgun microphone. And it's hard to see the distance here right now from the microphone to me, but it's a good, probably about 12 inches away from me, and I absolutely love that. So I'm going to show you a few things tonight. Obviously, you can hear me right now speaking into this one here. I'll turn this microphone off later, and I'll use this one just for an ambiance to give you an idea of the sound quality of that one too. And I'm going to be doing a little bit of playing with some of the band songs, and I'm using the EVH 5153 LBX2 back there. As you can see, the green lights on there over my shoulder, wherever, back that way somewhere. Can never point backwards. And I'm using the MXR 5150 overdrive pedal, and it's actually got a very, very nice tone. I'm very happy with this, and I'm at a very quiet room level volume right now. I'll show you right now. You won't hear the microphone on the 412, but you'll hear this microphone pick up the room noise a little bit. I'll show you what we got. So it's not very loud. It's like a ghetto blaster, about that volume level. So it's not stupid loud, and you're going to hear the NT1 back on the 412 in a minute and see how good that sounds. Jump back over and say hi to a few other people too. I think I left off at Frank C. Richard Smith is joining. Will Dunham, Rob Ashby, Gary Davlin. Nice to see you, Gary. The losses. I'm standing in the shower washing the Rockstar sin off myself. Okay. And Spence says, is it just my phone or is the stream not playing yet? I'm not sure. I hope it is. Yeah, Poison Ivy says playing here, and Gary says it is streaming. Will says hanging in one day at a time. I should have my new video done this week sometime. Fantastic. Looking forward to it. Okay, I am going to roll the volume off of this mic. I'm going to roll up the mic back there on the 412, and let me know what you think of the sound of that. Okay, so let's give that a try. How does that sound for tone? Does that sound pretty good? Let me know in the chat there too. Rockbird is joining too. Says good evening, Eric. If that tone on the guitar sounds good, I'm going to show you a little bit of a new riff I'm working on. I kind of like this one. It's using a bunch of different pedals for the effects that I want to portray here. So I'm going to roll back this microphone and I'll show you this new riff I'm working on. Here we go. So how did that sound? That's a new riff I'm working on. I really like that. That's using the octave pedal, a lot of wah, and I really do like the little lead part in there. And this little riff here. Kind of fun. I like that. The octave pedal really gives you the inspiration on that one as well. That sound pretty good. So Spencer says, love how he has a 100-watt head, but he's using the lunch box. Hook it up, Eric. You know, that's a thing. I like the lunch box a lot. I play on the clean channel, and I use the 5150 overdrive. And Rob Ashby, says Rage Against the Machine kind of. And when Rob was here, Rob's a local friend of mine and an old high school friend, longtime buddy. He was here about a week ago. And you saw us doing the live show, and we were talking together. He was here in the studio, and I was showing him a couple riffs that I wrote, and one was Rage kind of inspired as well too. I'll use that same octave pedal, and let me see if I can start. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to roll the microphone back again, this one here, so we don't get the extra room noise. And when he's talking about Rage, here's a song I wrote, kind of Rage Against the Machine, inspired. Let's check that one out. That's kind of fun. Kind of have a little bit of a Rage Against the Machine feel to it. It sounds a lot better on the Wolfgang, where I can use the neck pickup. So I'm using this guitar right now with a single humbucker deal. So I'm a little bit limited to my tonal range that I can get. Let's go back over some of the chat comments. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing well. Nice Saturday today. We had some good sunshine here in Ontario, Canada. A little bit of rain tonight. Not too bad. I did some barbecuing for the family, and I burnt the burgers. Wasn't very good. I'm not a very good cook. Not like Poison Ivy. Mitch Hanneman, Eric, love EVH Care. Thank you. The Law, yes. Richard Smith, it's good. All right. Amp, mic could sound a little better. It's a little fuzzy. Okay. You should do an episode from the shower too, Eric, just like the Law. Okay. Well, I'll consider that. If it gets me more views, so sure, we'll try that. Frank McNeil says, killer sounds, very creative playing style. Spencer, I love how he has 100. Yeah, we talked about it. I already mentioned that. Rockbiter says Rode microphones reside on the top shelf for sure. Dava picks came, Eric, and they are the bomb. Glad you like them. I'm really glad you like the Davas. Play the Davas all the time. Right now I just happen to be playing one of the AVH picks, but you know me, I love Dava. Doc Tire is joining us in fucking A. Spencer, kind of sounds like the Killing in the Name. Yeah, a little bit like that. And the Losses reminds me more of Mr. Scary. Yeah, the other one I was doing the yeah, very Dokken influence there for sure. And let me see here. Quentin James says, notice you play a lot with your pick angled up, hyperextending your thumb. Yeah, I don't know. It's just the way I kind of do. It's I'm not sure if it's right or wrong. It's just a way that it fits. It works with me, right? It's just one of those things where I'd never analyze it. I just play. Another one that's really cool too. You heard me doing this riff a while back. Let me get rid of the octave pedal. And this is the one that hopefully someday I'll still finish with Liquid Charlie. I played this riff and he really liked it right away, which was a nice sign. And so I'm going to finish this one for sure. But this goes like this. Okay, let me roll back my vocal mic and then get less delay. Another new one I'm working on as well too. I know why that's sounding fuzzy. My gain's too high on that mic. Just one sec. I like that one a lot too. That's a lot of fun too. And there's a really cool clean part that kind of goes like I'm not playing clean right now. I think my clean volume's gonna be too loud. Let's try. Okay, we bring the volume back. And this would sound nicer on a Wolfgang too, because I can have the neck pick up. Let's try this. You know what sounds nice here? I'm using the MXR analog chorus, but I think a nicer sound for what I want to do there is my J-Rocket Audio Designs, the Tranquilizer. Let me throw that one on. And it's going to give a bass boost right away too. It has a nice warm boost. Let's give this one a try. And I'll show you where that song came from. I wrote that riff 20 some odd years ago, and it was a song called Dreams. So I've kind of taken, even like the classics of Van Halen, like, the stuff from the Simmons demos and stuff like that became some great other tunes, like Voodoo Queen became Mean Street and things like that, right? Little things that they borrow and they kind of go back into the vaults later on. That's what I've done with this one. I went back into the vault. So that was a clean part to Dreams. And then I used to do this, so the one I was just playing a moment ago, let me put the distortion back on. So I used to do, instead of doing this, that part there, I would do this. More volume, one sec, sorry guys. Just learning the microphone's gains here. So that was how that one used to go. Kind of very cool, but I really like where it's gone to now with the... No. I always mess that riff up, but I know what I want to do in my head. I just haven't got it from my head to my fingertips yet. But kind of a combination of Satriani, George Lynch, and maybe some Malmsteen style. Not I can't play like him, but in that tonal range, if that makes any sense. So there you go. There's a couple of riffs. Anyways, let's go back over to the chat here again for a sec. Let me see here. So we're talking about some picks. Where did I leave off? Yes, for sure. So Rob Ashby saying he heard that when he was over at my place. He says, still sounds killer. Thanks. I appreciate that, man. And Spencer was saying, killing sounds like killing in the name. And Mr. Scary from the Law. And Quentin James says, notice you play a lot with your pick angle. Yes, I already mentioned that. I'm repeating myself. That's okay. He says, by the way, hey. What'd you guys think of the show last night? We had Greg Renoff on the show. That was awesome. I had 3 pages of questions, and I only got through one, basically. So lots of leftover questions. Really enjoyed the technical knowledge that Greg shared. It was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed that. And if you haven't got a chance to see that, go back and check it out. It's awesome. Okay, Frank says, remind me what that silver mic is for. Okay, so the one he's referring to here, that's the Rode NTG3. I'll get the box here. That's what this guy is here. That's a shotgun microphone. That could be used for so many different purposes. It works nice for recording acoustic guitars and nice for overheads, for speech. The nice thing about that, when I'm doing my product demos, instead of having to be stuck behind this thing and having this is nice for a talking environment here on a talk show. You kind of expect to see a microphone. But if I'm doing a product demo, you don't want to have this big thing in front of you. So I can take this and I can put it over my head just out of the shot. Just like when you're seeing movies, when you're filming movies, they have a boom mic overhead, usually about 18 inches away from the actor's, face. And that picks up the dialogue very, very clear. So this will be great. In this case, I didn't care if it was shown for now. It's in the frame, but it picks up dialogue great. Let's give it a try right now. Let's turn this microphone off. And I'll turn off the microphone on the guitar cabinet back there, and I'll roll this one in, and it's going to be strictly this mic, and I'm going to stay back about like here, and we'll give you a representation of how it sounds, and you tell me what you think in the chat. Okay, so first microphone going off. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2. Okay, so I'm going to move this one. So what you're hearing right now, it's probably quite loud, is actually this mic right over here. I'm a good 1.5 feet away from it. How does that sound? From my levels I'm seeing on the screen, it looks pretty good. So that's a shotgun Rode NTG3. Love it. How does that sound? You can give me a comment over in the chat. I'm going to turn that one back off, but it works really, really nice. I could have that over my head hanging down towards my face, and then I don't have a microphone anywhere in the shot. And I might do that sometime for some of the broadcasts. I'll rotate back and forth a little bit. If I want to free up some things and not have obstructions in front of my face, this is the way to go. So I'll go back here, and I can't really see the chat right now because I've got the other mic in front of it. So let's turn that one off. All right, so I'm back to the Rode NT1. So let me see here. So that's what the silver mic was for. Quentin James is saying he's using the Dunlop H3 picks. And Spencer says, I have a killer recipe for burgers. They turn out perfect every time. I'll send you the recipe and you can do an episode from the grill. Something that'd be very, very cool. Something I really wish I would have done last night is with Greg. We're going to talk about his presentation at the college. Obviously, where Van Halen went, right, in Pasadena, and he did a nice presentation there. And I had a gallery set up, so I'm just out of respect to Greg, I'm just going to show you a couple of the slides we had for that last night. Let's go over there, and I'll still talk. This was him giving the presentation of how Van Halen became a success story from that school. Let's take a peek at it. You can see various people he's meeting here as well too. Great guy. I mean, if you didn't get a chance to watch that episode last night, you're really missing out. It was great. Great author. Just phenomenal stories in that book. There's so many tidbits that are worth the price of the book. So very, very cool. I wish I could have shown this last night. I had it on cue. We just never got to the question that warranted this. So let's go back to the webcam here. One sec. Yeah, very, very cool. Pasadena's hometown heroes. That's cool. I really would like to have shown that last night. Let's see. I do that for certain things. Quentin James says. MB2215. He says, I missed that last night. Was at the Metallica gig in Philly. Best live show I ever saw, sound and visually. I was reading somewhere. I saw Fractal Audio. I'm having Mark from Fractal coming on. And saw that the Metallica is using that strictly for all their processing. As far as I know, everything on stage is done by Fractal, so guitar and bass tones. That's pretty cool. I'll have to talk about that with Mark when he comes on soon. Hey, Mr. BHB Jr. is saying hello, Eric, EVH Gear TV, and hi, everyone. MB215 says nice. Let me see here if I missed anything. If on Fire, Pretty Woman, and Ice Cream Man Ain't Talking About Love had Love Child would be that riff. Sounds killer. Oh, that's cool. You're talking about the riff if I mixed them all up. Nice. Your mom is in here. It says sounds pretty. Spencer, thanks, MB. Ty Price, Rob Ashby, Jag, Panzer, awesome. Joey's awesome. And just as loud. Yeah, so Frank C's commenting on the microphone. Yeah, maybe a little bit less bass response, but it really, really works nice. I'm very, very happy with that. I couldn't be happier. Last night in the chat, I wasn't typing back to as many people as I would have liked to because I'm still organizing my area here. And I had the microphone, one of the microphone mounts over here, and it was just blocking my view a little bit. So I'm still trying to find the right spot, but this arm is great, as you can see. I love it. Get it out of the way. Put it up right out of the frame. Totally love it. Really, really nice. And I'm totally in love with the microphone. I don't even miss the Audio Technica 2020 anymore. It was a great microphone, but these things have totally replaced it. I'm in my comfort zone now. So other than just getting used to where the keyboard layouts and all that kind of stuff are. So, and Spencer says he prefers the big one over the silver. But it's not too different. Yeah, for the most part, when I'm speaking, doing the talk show every week, I'll be doing this microphone. It's made for that broadcast. It's made for voice. This one that's overhead is more for, the big thing I'm going to be using this one for is when I'm doing commercials for my clients. When I shoot video, I've actually got a real nice mount that mounts right on top of the camera with the Rycote shock mount, so you can bump the camera. The microphone won't pick up that rumble noise, and it helps a lot as well too. So it's really, really good in an environment like that. And of course, I've got a sock for that one as well too, as you can see. Like that, it just slips. I'm not gonna slip it on now, but it slips over like that, and it'll have a little bit of a wind filter for outside, right? So very, very cool. And obviously supporting the road gear, man. Those things that we thought were shirts, there's t-shirts and then there's jackets. You probably saw little Eric wearing his jacket. I put the post on Facebook. Really nice jackets, kind of like a like a team jacket type deal. I'm not sure what you call those things, varsity type things. Very, very nice. Rock Butter says shotgun mic has less bass response but sounds great for running around the room. Indeed for sure. I really wish I would have had this microphone when the shotgun mic when I did the demo and the assembly of the Idea Bench, my pedal board, because I ended up using onboard camera mics for that, and I was wearing a lapel, but there's some problems in the recording of it, and I ended up picking up all kinds of room noise, and you could hear the furnace. It was a colder day when I was shooting that video, and you could hear the furnace in the background as well too, so it was a bit of a bummer, but this would have saved that immensely. Let me see here. Type Race. Mark Day is coming. That's awesome. Love his videos. I bought a Fractal. Love it. Yeah, he's coming up very, very soon. Go to evhgeardiscussion.com/ just go to I think it's scheduled. You can look for the schedule on the website and it'll tell you. I think he's coming up the Friday after next Friday. I have Eric Alper coming on, phenomenal guest. Gotta look him up. He's got a lot of accolades to him. Let me see here. And MB says, wow, couldn't tell. Sounded like tube amps to me. Thought James still was using his VH4 Mesa Triaxis rig, and Kirk his Randall. That's amazing. I just saw a tweet. That's all. I'm not saying that's gospel for sure. I just saw a tweet saying that they were using that for all their tones. So I honestly don't know for sure if that was the case. So another thing I'm going to show you here in a second, I'm going to see if I can get some headphones on. Now that you got to hear some of the way this microphone picks the microphone back there, which is identical to this one. It just doesn't have a sock on it. It's on the 412 cone back there. I'm going to play one of my songs along with this. Let's see if I can get a good level here, right delay. All right, let's give this a try. Got to bring this back up. All right, we'll give this a try. I'm going to play one of my band songs with it, all right? See how this goes. And let me know over in the chat if everything sounds pretty good. So you've heard me do these songs a million times. Some people like them, some people don't like them, some people have mixed feelings of them. They're fun to play. But let me know if, at least this time now, you're going to hear me playing with a better microphone on there. What I was using before, I was using a PVM45i mic'd on one of the cones back there, and it's very, very similar to a Shure SM57. In my opinion, I like it better than the 57. It's just a little bit less shrill. But now using the Rode NT1 on there, it sounds great, and I'm right on the upper right cone, right close to the grill cloth, and I think it sounds pretty cool. So let's give this a try in a live environment, playing a song with a song, and let me know what you guys think. Maybe I'll do a couple. So there you go. How did that one sound? Does that sound all right? Let's go back and read a couple of the comments here. So MB215 says tones kind of all about EVH's. Tone Metallica would be by EVH. Mr. BH is giving me the horns up, and Ty Bryce says great job, Eric, and Richard Smith says nice. I really like the Rode NT1 back on my cabinet. It just sounds warm. Sounds the way I like to hear it. The PV was just a little too shrill. So I'm very comfortable with that. I'll try another one here if you guys like that. Let's see if I can find another one that's in the same vein there. Let's see what else I got. See if something else that might be okay. Here's one that's still tuned here, and a couple of these times I played these songs, I didn't have my pedals in front of me, and some of them are very wah intense, so and they don't sound as good without the wah. So let's give this one a try. This one's called Fantasy. Okay, give this a try. And I don't even know why I put a guitar strap on my guitar when I'm sitting here, because it always falls off. That's what you probably saw me struggling with a moment ago. I had the strap getting caught around my arms. Okay, let's give this one a try. This one's called Fantasy. Roll the volume back. go. I think that one pretty good. The wah pedal helps a lot on that one too. I played it a few times without using the wah. And it's just certain songs you hear the effect and you really, really need the effect. In that case, the wah. Same as Loaded Gun. That's another one that I play a lot that really needs the wah. The solo is depending on the wah. Let me see here. So MB says, I'll have to look into using pedals how you are with a wah. I have a Dunlop Dimebag wah and I'm a huge wah fan. And Ty Price says that tremolo picking was killer. Thank you, I appreciate that. Wah pedal is very dear to me. I like that a lot. I'm using the AVH wah, of course. I really also like the Vox V847. I did a shootout a long time ago. One of my very first shootout videos on the channel last year was the Vox V847 versus the EVH wah, and I like them both a lot. I regrettably sold my Vox, and I really wish I hadn't because it's a great, great pedal. Look for those ones used in the music store. Probably pick them up for around $80, and it's a good investment. If you can afford both, grab that and the EVH. Two slightly distinctive tones, but really, really cool. Let me see here. Rockbiter says the sound like EVH tone for the most part. Runoff show was really cool. Not enough hours in the day. Haha, we'll see him down the road, I'm sure. And Quentin James says that sounds so good. And Mr. BH says more. I'll play another one for you. I'm gonna turn off the phaser. I'm using the phaser a lot there, as you can hear you can hear that a lot. I'm gonna turn that off, and I'm gonna do Runaway. That's a really fun chugging song. Let's get some detuner happening here. And I'm using the Dario NYXL strings on here. Totally in love with the strings. They sound great. I can bend the living snot out of the strings. They stay in tune quite well. Very, very well. Work well with the Floyd. So very, very cool. MXR is amazing too. Yes, agreed. Rebuilding my rig, MB says, I literally dusted off the old Viper Tube 60 to use until I get another tube amp, since I just sold most of my amps and pedals. I think Rob Ashby, if he's still here in the chat, I think he has a PV Viper. I know he's got PV, one of those. I'm pretty sure that's it. And he says, Doc Tarse is gonna have to break out my Dimebag wah. Yep. And Mr. BH has another song for sure, sweet. And yeah, the Dimebag has tons of control, so it's very flexible. Yeah, you can really dial in what you want on that. It's not just a stock, here's what you get. I played one of those, never owned one. Very, very nice. Yeah, I like that for sure. So let's give Runaway a shot here. Did the level sound okay between guitar and what the music's being played? I hope that was okay. This one's a lot of fun. I like playing this one live. The funny thing is I would always start this one live, and I'd get nervous playing. And I would always start it super, super fast. It was just chugging away. In this case here, I'm playing to a CD or an MP3 now, and I have to follow the tempo, which is good. It keeps me in check. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's give it a try. I just got a text message. Only guitar you're hearing. Okay, yeah. So Richard says only guitar and not the other. I wonder why. Let's give this a try. I'm going to play this for a second. Tell me if you hear this, okay? Play if I want to go straight sound. Okay, we'll try this one more time. Tell me if you hear it this time, okay? I think I made something wrong here. So there we go. Thank you for waiting on the technical difficulties here. I must have muted my desktop audio. Very, very cool. Thanks, guys, for your patience on that. Mr. BH says, free concert, thank you. And everyone's saying they hear it. Okay, good, good, good. Quentin James, question for the chat. Best modeling amp for $400 to $500. Looking Katana, Yamaha, TRX, Viper Pro 100. No Line 6 or Fender. By the way, I live in a condo. Frank C says I have the Katana 212 and a TR. They both are great. You know, the Katana is great. Little Eric has a Katana 50 watt 112 combo. I mean, if I was looking for one like that, it'd be my choice for sure. I'd maybe actually, if you're in a condo, I would say that's probably the perfect one to get. 50 watt would be great. 212 sounds a little nicer. but you can dial those down to almost headphone volume level. Like no one will even hear it, and you get all your tone that you want, your effects, all your reverbs, delays, all your favorite pedals that you've grown up using. You have inside that amplifier, and you can download more too, which is cool. And I was going to say Austin Powers. Every time I see Adam Powers, I want to say Austin Powers. People love Roland Blues Cubes too. And that's no disrespect to you, Adam. I love Austin Powers. That's the only reason why I would have said that. And Ty Price says, I love the song. Or thank you. Daktar says Fender Champion 100 is a beast. I agree on that one. Katana and Yamaha are good for recording. Yep, I agree on that. And Mr. BH says he enjoyed the guitar only. Yeah, thank you. You get to hear totally any of my flaws or anything on that as well too. And the Katana is more stripped back. And Quentin James says he's going to Frank's house and have some jams over there. I'm gonna play one more song here for you, and then I will let you guys go. It's almost 9 o'clock here Eastern Standard Time, and let everyone get back to their nice Saturday evening. And I just wanted to kind of do a live demo and show you what these new Rode microphones do in the real world environment. I am 100% thrilled with them. I can't wait to explore them further. But just right out of the box, learning a little bit of the learning curve here with the mixer with it, as far as the differences from what I had before. I feel very, very comfortable, and it's inspiring. I can just jump on this stuff and go. So let's play one more here for you. I'm going to play Loaded Gun for you as well. This one's a little heavier, down-tuned version. I have another version of the song that's better. However, I'm tuned down a half a step, so I have to go with this one. And this one has a nice, crazy wah solo. So let's give this one a try, all right? Thanks, guys. And this will be the last one. And I'll chat with you just for a minute before we take off. Here we go. That's the last song I'm going to jam for you. Thanks for your patience with a couple of technical difficulties. I really appreciate that. Let's go back and read a couple comments here, and then I'm going to jump off and let you guys enjoy your Saturday evening. Where we leave off at? Let me see. MB says, I'm plugged in, so I might try to add some accents. Very cool. And Quentin James says, Viper Pro is what I'm leaning towards. What do they say? But haven't played the boss. You give it a try. Give them both a try. Quentin James says Eric's tone is awesome, but outside of my $400 budget. It's a little bit more than that. Obviously, I'm running the 5150 lunchbox through the 412, so you're looking at a little pricey there. But there's still some good stuff you can get at lower price. And the cool thing too, down the road there, Quentin, get any amp you want and get the 5150 overdrive pedal to go with it. Whether it's a solid state amp or a tube amplifier on the clean channel, it will sound very, very good. It's a great pedal. So obviously some good suggestions from everybody, helping Quentin and everybody else out. That's one of the nice things about the chat here. People get to learn from one another as well too, and I learn from you guys too. It's very awesome. The good news is that $400 will get a good quality amp these days. I agree. Very, very true on that as well. Mr. BHB Jr. says, have a great weekend, Eric. You too as well. Everyone, check out that show from last night if you didn't get a chance to watch it. Or if you have watched it, maybe there's some other parts in there that you might have missed. Check it out again. Next Friday night, I have Eric Alper coming on. Just look him up. Google him. Guy's got like 1 million followers on Twitter, like literally 1 million. Just about. Anyways, like 900,000, somewhere around there. It's just crazy. A lot of great guests. And I'm probably going to be start doing those shows a little bit more often than I have been doing. I mean, they're regular every Friday. In a few weeks, I was doing a couple in a week. I'm probably going to start doing that now because the amount of guests I've got coming on, I just can't get them all on Fridays anymore, so I have to start opening up additional nights. So you're probably going to see me doing Wednesdays and Fridays now quite often, which is a good thing. There's a little bit of extra work on my end, but at the same time, it's good quality content that I get to continue to bring to you guys, and you guys seem to like it. So as long as you don't mind seeing more of the show, I can probably make that happen. So keep it nice and consistent. Let me see here. Thanks, Eric. Have a great rest of your weekend. Happy Mother's Day to Poison. Yes, happy Mother's Day, Poison. Happy Mother's Day to all the ladies, moms and grandmoms and all that good stuff. Let me see here. MB215 says, and if the USB record out on the Pro is as good as the Tube 60, then you have a secret weapon recording-wise. USB record out is great on the Tube 60. Very nice. Yeah, there you have a built-in USB interface to your computer. Very, very cool. Gary Davin says, have a great evening, and MB says he's going to have to check that one out. So thanks, everyone. Big thanks to Rode Microphones. You got to hear the NTG3, which is the shotgun microphone, and you got to hear two of these guys. Beautiful packages. The NT1. Let's see if I can get that on there. I can never get it. There we go. So we heard two of those tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed them. I'm very, very grateful to Rode for backing the channel. Very thankful, and you're going to see some more things coming soon with the EVH Gear TV and Rode for sure. More is always better, and tie prices, we appreciate the extra work. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot to me. I promise more stuff will be coming, good things your way for sure, and I love sharing it with you. Everyone have a fantastic Saturday evening. I'm going to turn it over to the little man. He's going to tell us what his name is, what he's playing, and we're going to see you again real soon. I won't be a stranger, I promise. All right, I'll talk to you very, very soon. Cheers.
My name is Eric playing looking guitar.
Video production services provided by Design39 Media. Visit design39media.com for all your website, photography, and video production needs.